Hey, buddy. Good energy to you guys. So, it's funny how I make a video earlier talking about how, I probably shouldn't be jumping into people's streams today because I got fucking work to do. And sure enough, I end up jumping into people's streams and, there was invitations sent my way, but it's still my fault for, accepting them. I don't know if people watched my videos and heard me talk about that and they still invited me to streams or not. Um, it's my choice at the end of the day. But, it's like Joy, she's fucking, I go in there, after Marty sends me a message saying that she wants to talk. And it's just the type of games she's playing aren't the type of games I want to play. Um, but I guess I'm playing them anyways, right? So yeah, as I go on there and I decide to be a little bit more engaged in the chat and initially she has her she has her title for her little YouTube thing as Bloated Kiki's Viagra, and then she changes it to Miss Zero's wife, and and me and Colt Girl were actually fucking. Just simple little back and forth based on some stuff with Taylor Bud, and she picks up on a corny vibe, and this is something. This is one of the reasons why. People who, in my opinion, I know what she's talking about. I know that corny feeling, and I was aware of the possibility of it being picked up in the stream. But you know what? That's something you got to learn to get over, in my opinion, because a lot of times people like that, they're not looking for love. Like they are not as much as they think they are, if that's what they really are looking for. Because I think the judgment of that, to look at it like that type of a corny thing and to talk about it in the way that she did, with a type of repulsion, is somebody who is, I think, afraid of loving other people. Not just being in a relationship with one other person, but actually about really having love for everything else in all of creation. That it's a defense mechanism to call it corny and to make fun of it and not to want to be a part of it. Is literally a defensive mechanism against people who see others engaging in a good manner, and it repels them because they're not able to do so, or they think they're not able to do so. They are, but they're gonna have to get over that demonic infestation within inside themselves that's repelling them from wanting to feel good and share that goodness with others. And you know what? Sometimes it does come across as corny. It's not an easy thing to do when you've lived a life with so much shit in it and there's so much shit around you. Sometimes, just sharing that good energy, it can be a little, it's not easy to do because you're throwing your heart out there and essentially to the public. And a lot of the times when you do that, especially as a man, people can make fun of you. People can call you all sorts of names. And honestly, I think spiritually the reason why is because these people are so egotistically driven and narcissistic with their life and who they are, that when they see somebody who just expresses love for others in a good way that they're not used to, they don't know how to handle it. So they go back to their defense mechanism, a lot like how demonic druid, laughs because he doesn't know what to say to Joy. I think Joy makes fun of people like myself and others because she doesn't know how to be a part of that good energy, that she doesn't know how to be a part of a group of people that want to just fucking have a good time and get some good work done and essentially use that word to love each other. Not like we want to fuck each other and all that weird orgy type shit, but just having love for each other, having a care, affection for one another, for your fellow human being. You know, when you spend so much time talking shit and being repelled by others, you you cut yourself off from being able to engage in that type of a dynamic. Your frequency is off, it's at a different place. So when she sees other people that are engaging in that type of manner, because she's not able to do so, it bothers her, it irritates her, it repels her, it makes her cringy, it makes her feel corny about shit. When in fact, it's just a growing process, you know, learning to get over the barriers of seeing another human being as a reflection or extension of yourself. It's not an easy thing. I mean, it is easy, but it's not. Also, if your perception is totally twisted and wired in a selfish manner, it takes a lot of untwisting to get to that level to where you can see things as you, as another part of you. It is what it is. It's something that I've dealt with too, because I know there's a lot of times online, especially, that I'm afraid to want to express that good love for people. I'll feel like I'm gonna get made fun of because I'm corny, because people see it as corny and shit. And you know, it goes back to my high school days and just even being a child and always just wanting to be kind and not, you know, nice to people. And then you know, people make fun of you, and it doesn't make sense, because like, why the fuck is this dude making fun of me when all I'm doing is trying to help out and be kind? And yet motherfuckers will come at you with some of the just most heinous and just malintent energy, and it hits you at such a interesting way, because you're coming off with like the exact opposite. But that's just what happens, man. That's how energy works, you know. And you know, I can relate to, because there's times when I'm in a more negative, you know, position or just place, and when I hear others that are having a good time or laughing, it'll bother me. It will. I still get it to this day. If I'm in a super negative mood and I hear my family members having a good time, it'll irritate me. You know, it's not exactly the same thing as what I think is going on with joy, but I think it's in a similar ballpark, you know. So it's like her. She used two names. And again, this is another instance of me being called to her channel. So I answer the call, come to her channel, and you know, I mean, it's just called like what it is. She's using names to fucking try to get a rise out of me, you know, which is just not, it's just not the way I like to do things, especially because she's like, you know, she's 34 years old. You know, it's in my opinion, it's a little old to be playing games like that. For me, you know, it's just, it is what it is. And I think she's doing this again because she has trouble being honest with what's really going on inside of her. So she's got to put these little layers of protection to play these little games to try to help herself get out of her own fucking lies and tales that she's been telling herself. And because I don't think she has enough, I'm just going to say it, I don't think she's brave enough to just be real with what's really fucking going on. Why would you call yourself Mrs. Zero? Like, that's saying you're her husband, you're his wife, you know. And then you're asking me to come on your stream, and she only changed her name once I was on her stream, after I was summoned onto her stream. And then she sees me interacting on her stream, and then she decides to change her name to Miss Zero, knowing I'm there and saying she's going to talk about me. It's a perfect setup to try to get a rise out of me and try to trigger me. But it's like, I see through her bullshit now, so it's like, I'm not even going to play these games. So that's why I just tell her, all right, well, I'm here because Marty asked me to come. You're clearly still playing little kid games, so I'm just going to go ahead and fucking say, good night, everybody. Good energy to you guys. Have a good stream. I'm not going to sit here and entertain this type of silliness anymore, Joy. So if you want to talk to me, if you want me to come on your stream, you know, I'm just, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to play these games. So, all right. I love you all. Hope you have a good night. Bye.